The luxurious lifestyle of Mark Zuckerberg. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. As the creator of the most frequently used social media in the world, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest men in the world. Although one might imagine that he lives a life of luxury, a Harvard dropout actually maintains a relatively low-key lifestyle compared to other men in the top 0.1%. In fact, Zuckerberg is known to drive very average cars, such as a Volkswagen GTI. With that being said, Zuckerberg definitely owns certain luxuries that only men of his status can afford. After all, he doesn't have $68.2 billion under his name for nothing. Read on for a list of the most expensive things owned by Mark Zuckerberg. Number 5. Private Jet. While private jets sound like an absurd luxury for anyone to have, they're actually more of a necessity for international celebrities and famous figures, such as the Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. After all, it is much easier for his high-class security team to prepare every aspect of his flight for Zuckerberg's safety when the plane is privately chartered. Furthermore, Zuckerberg is a man of privacy and certainly wouldn't enjoy the outbursts from other passengers on commercial flights. Therefore, he spends about $5 million annually in order to fly around in a luxurious private jet for both personal and business ventures.
Understanding facial expressions, emotions, processing. Yet when I looked out at the internet, right, in 2004, which is when I was getting started.
Number 4. Chan Zuckerberg Biohub. Ever the innovator and problem solver, Zuckerberg just couldn't be content with his work in software development and computer science. With the aid of his wife, Priscilla Chan, Zuckerberg put $600 million into creating what's known as the Chan Zuckerberg Biohub, an organization dedicated to researching cures for infectious diseases. Currently, the Biohub is partnering up with UC Berkeley, Stanford, and UC San Francisco to fund laboratory research towards the fight against the disease. The organization seems to be worth every penny Zuckerberg invested, as it is succeeding in bringing together brilliant scientists and engineers from all around the world to a great cause.
So you got UCSF, Stanford, and UC Berkeley. And we actually, through our philanthropy at the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, helped set this up.
Number 3. Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. In addition to the Biohub, the Zuckerberg couple also decided to make something even bigger, establishing the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, which is worth billions already. In 2017, Zuckerberg pledged to fund $6 billion to $12 billion towards the initiative over the next few years, making the organization one of the most expensive things he owns. Additionally, Zuckerberg signed with the Giving Pledge, promising to give away 99% of his fortune, presumably to the initiative, over the course of his lifetime. The Chan Zuckerberg Initiative is dedicated to everything science-related in order to make the world a better place for everyone, and it's one of the best things Mark Zuckerberg has ever invested in. Number 2. Shirts. Interestingly enough, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't believe in a variety of fancy clothing options. Actually, we've basically only ever seen him in one gray t-shirt. Reportedly, Zuckerberg admitted to only owning copies of this one shirt, as he believes clothing choices to be silly. Frankly, someone of his status couldn't be bothered to care about what to put on every day. However, what seems to be a cheap gray t-shirt is actually a luxury item in disguise. Zuckerberg actually specially orders Brunello Cucinelli shirts for his wardrobe, with each one costing about $400. Although we can't fathom why a simple gray t-shirt would cost so much, a wardrobe full of $400 t-shirts does sound like something Zuckerberg would own. Number 1. San Francisco Home. Lastly, we're finishing up today's list with yet another Zuckerberg's many real estate acquisitions. Apparently, the Palo Alto home wasn't enough for the Bay Area, for Zuckerberg saw no issue in shelling out over $9.9 million for a luxury home in a quiet, low-key neighborhood of San Francisco. Following the purchase, the billionaire then continued to spend over $1 million in renovations, adding a greenhouse and a completely remodeled kitchen. The mansion features over 5,000 square feet of living space and is comparable to the Palo Alto home, which is interestingly just 35 miles away from his San Francisco mansion. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.